Yeah, the Magi trials. I believe I know exactly where I left off at. I believe I do. One of the staff is going to get me some clothes to wear. That's what I think is going to happen next. I ain't played this in months, so I think it's been a long time since I played this game. Anyways, it's like I think that's why I'm on my way to the go to the store and try on some clothes. That's what I think is going to happen. Let me see if I'm right. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely see if I'm right. But sometimes my memory sucks ass, man. And sometimes it's like on point. I don't know, man. I don't know what to say about it. It could be worse, though. Shit. Yeah, I have the other first game too, called High School Romance. I think I streamed that twice. I think it was twice I streamed it. At least twice. It's called High School Romance. This is their second game here. By Darker Studios. That's what it's called. Yeah, I bet you. I'm like 98% sure that's what's gonna happen next once I boot it up. I'm gonna be going to the clothing store to get some clothes. Okay, I gotta share my stream here. Oh, I had me a gyro today. I ain't had a gyro in about 2 years. I think it's been that long, around 2 years. I ended up getting one today. And man, they could have put a little more meat on that motherfucker though, I'll tell you that. I never had a gyro with so little meat. I think if I would have got it from the restaurant closer to me, then it would have been a different story. But yeah, so let's get on with this. And I wish I could change the background text background from red to black. But I can't do that though, because if I look at it too long, it'll like it will actually stain on my eyes and shit. You'll see fucking like a red block. But I played the game long enough one time, that's what happened. I was like, what the fuck? Oh, that's a text speed. So okay, let's check out the gallery. I gotta check out the hottest picture in the game. This one. Oh my god. When I saw that, I was like, damn, look at them tits. Oh, it's a close-up of it. Got 3 close-ups of it. That's the thumbnail there. I like that. I didn't know I got that far. This censorship was fucking stupid right here. All they did was up the camera to cover most of her breasts. In the original game, you get to see more of her breasts. I'm like, just unnecessary shit, man. That's why I said if you got a PC, just get it on PC, man. If you don't like the censorship, if it bothers you up to the point you won't play the game, just get it on PC. That's simple. It's problem solved, man. It's ridiculous. Cause I seen the original picture online that I just showed you. And I said, why did they fucking, all they did, but they didn't censor it, but it just blocked, they just made it so you couldn't see all of her, most of her breasts. Jesus Christ, man. I'm still pretty early on in the game, though. Get clothes. See, I told you. Told you that's what I was gonna start at. Get clothes. Damn, I can't believe I remember that. I ain't played this game in so long. He said he wonders why everything is so gendered. Even the robes are gendered. Why? What kind of a question is that, man? It's just a fancy dress that we don't call a dress. Sophie says, I've never had to buy underwear that had lace on it before. I feel like I'm raiding someone's panties drawer. So you don't have to, you know, I could keep furnishing you some if you're more comfortable that way. But you can't expect me not to pick out things that I think are your color. Listen, women live the most confusing lives. Hey, you're a woman now because you dumbly fucking made yourself one. Huh. Let's see, Sophie says, usually I just get the bunch of identical ones, you know, the identical ones. Maybe I should do that. He has no place to complain. He's a female now, so you can't complain, man. You're in a dude at this point, so in time, you can't complain. Like you have to buy that type of underwear because you're supposed to be a woman now. So it's like, jeez. She said the sorcerers don't protect our borders just so we can wear bland, identical underwear every day. It's about authenticity, after all. The more feminine, the better. Look, aren't these cute? She said she brandishes a pair in my face until my cheeks overflow with heat and it starts filling up my vision too. I want to see. Shara says, I'm sorry, Sophie. I'm getting a little too lax around you. She the only one that knows. Yeah, I think she's the only one that knows that that Sophie's really that Sophie's actually was really originally a guy. I think so. I don't remember. I think so. But she says, Shira says, most of my contemporaries at the academy are male, and with no one to really ever do this with. I got carried away in that moment. I won't put you on the spot like that. The signs, slipping a few pairs into a bag for me. Now she sighs, slipping a few pairs into a bag for me and wisely forgetting even asking my opinion. Cheryl says, if anyone from the academy even caught me near this shop, I'd be mortified. Sophie says, why? Isn't it obvious you have to buy underwear from somewhere? That's a good question. She says, it is, but that doesn't make a difference. It does. You gotta get underwear shit. Speaking of which, I almost bought me a couple of pair of underwear this month. Let's just be on the fucking subject of underwear. Why not the fuck bring it up? I should have gone and fucking bought it. But I think I'm gonna get some next month though. Get some more pair. But anyways, enough about me. Magi Shira says, why do you think that is? Sophie says, because you're afraid people won't take you seriously. That's what I think too. She nods. Oh, he was right. Exactly. We will always have that working against us, she says. I'm sorry. I suppose I misspoke. I will. You could still turn back. Sophie says, I could, but then I lose my shopping privileges with you. She smirks. And why exactly would you be interested in going shopping with me, Miss Sophie? Are we not here out of necessity? Of course. Sophie grins under the heat of her eyes, finding the attitude so impossible to pin down. Is she flirting or just playing? I don't know. Gotta find out. It's either one or the other. Maybe she's doing both. Or play flirting. Or flirting playfully. Why do these all sound like they could be legitimately different things that women do with each other? At the nearest opportunity, I dive into a changing stall and out with a new outfit. How's this? Shira? Oh. I head towards the back of the store. Whoa. He does not look friendly. A man shoves past me, suddenly crowding in on Shira. All right, lady. He mutters beneath the rim of a thick mustache. You know he has a mustache and he has a mask. Even from the back, I can catch the words. You don't need pretty clothes today. Give me your cash and I don't have to bloody the ones you got on. You can see a glint of metal in his hands, the small, but he pressed towards Shira, clutched his fist. He's trying to be a hero and shit. What the fuck? A knife. Oh, I thought he had a gun. He has a knife. That still can kill you. So what should I do? I'm gonna try to negotiate. He said, she doesn't have any cash. Stay out of this, kid. It's true. I was here buying for her. I swear. I'll give you mine. But she won't have anything to give you. The light nearly burns my eyes and I turn away. The pain's searing. Okay. Glass shadow somewhere. Hear a scream from the counter. The first few hint of shadow and color. The world blinks back into place. Cheryl? Damn, she fucking disintegrated his ass. Holy shit. A small drop of crimson slides down from her nose and runs into the corner of her lip. Oh. That's not an image that he's going to be able to forget soon. I know that's right. Damn. She disintegrated him. He said, where did he go? He's just fucking dead. Oh, he didn't notice the boots. Yeah, she fucking disintegrated his ass. They ain't no coming back from that. She said she apologizes. What? Oh, she apologized to Sophie because she didn't need to see that. Wow. She looks all the more savage after she wipes her nose with the heel of her palm. Wiping the blood, you know. Her gaze is transfixed on the spot where she blasted him. So what a fool attacking a road mage. Wow. He didn't even have a gun, he had a fucking knife too. Yeah, it was almost robbed, yeah, until she blasted his ass. Her gaze is still frosty with cold anger. Okay. So, yes, Sophie? So you have a few... So she points because she doesn't know how to tell her exactly what the problem is. Say, yes? Oh, Shara begins to blush. Says, no matter, what's done is done. She steadfastly ignores the squawking of the indignant cashier, still blubbering about the mess. She says, so the guy hasn't managed to hurt you? She says, no. What sort of Magi would I be if a lowlife like that man could? She said to think I once thought this was a respectable place. Does that mean we're not buying the clothes? She said, no, we're gonna take them. So you're gonna take the clothes? What the fuck? They owe me. Like they owe me that much. That man gonna come in and try to start some shit. Sophie says, everything all right? Shara says, yes. It's all sorted out now. So she does the teacher walk towards the school. Sophie's like, you did what you had to do. She said, naturally. So remember, for when you graduate, we are the power of this land. If I don't think what I did was needed, why would I have done it? He said, I thought you might be feeling guilty about using so much power against a civilian. Yeah. She said he had a weapon and the lack of sense to try to use it. She said, I use as much power as was necessary. What good is our strength if we don't use it when needed? He says, I guess so. Nope, she has no remorse for killing that man. It is. Oh, it was overkill. It was. Or it seems like overkill. No, it was overkill. So he follows her down a narrow alley, though it soon branches into a road he finds familiar and leading back to the academy. To safety, though not my own. That I could have gotten hurt barely crossed my mind. It was Shara that had scared me, much as she doesn't need anyone looking out for her. She certainly handled it. Okay, Shara says you need to get more comfortable with using your power when the situation calls for it. You cannot fear it, Sophie. So regardless of what you may have done in the past, Sophie says, I wasn't. I just didn't want to hurt anybody. Shara says, of course, but sometimes that is what is necessary, though. Perhaps. Perhaps? No, nothing. It doesn't matter. She act like she killed before, man. Cause I'd be freaking out. That was my first kill. Like, oh shit! Even though literally, if he was trying to kill me, like charge me, and I just blasted him, and he disintegrated, I would be like, oh my god! Even though it was self-defense, I still feel like shit. That motherfucker had to push me, you know. But she's all nonchalant about it and shit. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends on the person. Once you kill somebody for the first time, some people it's like if they feel nothing really, and some people will just freak out. And some will actually enjoy it to the point they will want to do it again and again and again. Oh my god, what a monster. But yeah, Shira says, I was planning on telling you that Wait, what? I was planning on telling you to and Charlie. I was planning to tell. I think it's a typo. I think it's a typo here. I was planning on tell you and Charlie tonight, but the date of your initiate trial has been set. And am I reading this bad enough? I hate when I run across shit like this, man. That's why it really pisses me off when I run across something when a word is misspelled. It's bad enough when I see a word that's not what it is. I'll say a totally different word. It really gets on my goddamn nerves when I do that. But it's bad enough when this actually is a misspelled word or a word that shouldn't be in a sentence. Oh, let's move on. So you mean my second chance at entrance to the academy? Like, already? It's just the data, Sophie. It's not quite as soon as you think. You are very close to entrance already. If you gain an apprenticeship. So Sophie doesn't think she's ready. Typical. So she finally sighs and stops, her hand lighting upon Sophie's shoulder. She says, don't worry so much, Sophie. Trust in what you've learned and what you will learn. I'd like to go on to be your counselor rather than your mentor. Maybe you could be both. Besides, you still have some time to prepare to devote yourself to that. Sophie says, if they've set the trial date, does that mean they're not planning on, you know? Shara says, expelling you? Arrest you? I don't know. Charlie's date would be the same as yours, of course. That may be the reason you were both informed. Sophie says, so I'm still not in the clear? Cheryl says, defeat Mage Warren, and maybe you will be. Damn! She got to defeat somebody. Mage Warren? You certainly cannot fight me. I would be biased and intent on letting you pass. Oh. Sophie says, and he'll be biased and make me lose. Shara says he has more honor than you're giving him credit for. He will not deliberately sabotage you. It will be a fair assessment. Sophie says, I doubt that. I won't hear any of that defeatist attitude from you. Uh-oh. Okay, Shara. That you could have successfully used such a spell is so unlikely. I doubt they can prove it. Breaking into an archive, well, perhaps I can speak to the Master Mage about that. For now, we're focusing on your future, not your past. Agreed? Sophie nods. She said, yes, ma'am. Shara says, good. They step into the school shadow. I will trust you and Charlie will practice every day, even outside of our usual classes. With any luck, your skills will get you into the academy and by the Master Mages in silence. So they was immediately put to work to train for the trial, much to Charlie's shock. She was just as horrified as Sophie was, but Sophie warms up to the idea pretty quickly. The promise of our pending trials sends Charlie and I on a training frenzy. And we spend so much time in the classroom perfecting spells and learning magic theory that my concerns about Orlman and Warren are briefly set aside. I want to save it again. Shit, my power shut off 4 times last night. It was weird. It was somebody in the fucking where the fuses were at, fucking with it. I don't know what was going on though. I thought I was gonna go through a blackout. So I was like, holy shit. Oh, Sophie thinks she's in the clear. No, she's not. Just because they don't seem like they take an interest in you. And Charlie and Sophie are advancing their skills more than ever. So there's Charlie finally, the person in question. I'm gonna try to date Charlie though. I like Charlie. Anyways, Charlie says, "Come on, Sophie, you've got to try this." Her feet hovered just a few inches off the ground. Magic holds her there suspended in the air. Sophie asks, "Is that really practical?" Shira says, "Impressive, maybe. Practical, no. I wouldn't think so." "But it does look cool," Charlie says. "Admit it." I'm literally flying. Sophie says, "You fly about as well as fish walk." You're hovering. There is a difference. Charlotte says, well, you're not doing either. So I don't want to hear it until you can get on my next level. So Sophie's trying to do the same thing. She squinted her eyes closed, trying her best. She said, any luck? Charlie says, nope. You just look constipated. Or like you're trying really hard to will yourself out of existence. Sophie says, I can't get the hang of this. They've been training on the weekends. What the fuck? Take some breaks, man. What the they doing it every day training. So Shara smuggled a couple of more advanced books, which they used to practice on their own. They're not terribly hard, but they go a little beyond their usual curriculum. And they use them when they're not in class with her. Charlotte says, you know what's cool? She flips through a couple of pages off the book. Teleporting! Yeah, teleport would be dope. That's something I wish I fucking knew. Teleporting. Sophie says, let's do it. Like it's gonna be that fucking easy. Charlie says, you know what's also dangerous? Sophie says, not pursuing your dreams and letting fear hold you back. Charlie says, I don't remember ordering a talking self-help book. Sophie says, come on. You were the one who brought it up knowing full well I would totally try it. Charlie says, maybe I just want to see you stuck in a wall somewhere. That will suck. Or you could teleport yourself out and be stuck in a wall, though. I guess. Sophie says, rude. It'll be great. Charlie says, you're going to get these books confiscated and probably send yourself to the medical wing. Sophie says, you want to bet money on it? Charlie says, sure. Just write me into your will. Sophie rolls her eyes. Charlie says, really though, I don't want you to accidentally kill yourself. It's pretty complicated stuff. But it's cool, right, Charlie? She said it involves navigating a whole other plane of magic. And she said, and I don't know what that means, but I know I can do it. Sophie says, look, it's like baking a cake. You just follow the steps to the letter, and there you go, basic stuff. I don't think it's gonna be that fucking easy. Charlie says, you've never actually baked a cake before, have you? Sophie says, just give me the book. She said, this does look complicated. Duh. So even the instructions for how to center your magic seem vague at best. So just try it from one side of the room to another, Sophie says. So Sophie musters up her magic. I mean, Charlie said that. Just try to teleport from one side of the room to the other. So Sophie's measured up her magic, letting it envelop her body until it reaches every part of her. She thinks she's probably going to be terrible at this. Charlie says, okay, guide the magic inward. She starts chanting the words of the spell, standing as still as she possibly can. She says, allow your body to mingle with the magical planes around you, whatever that means. She says, and then Sophie closed her eyes, envisioning an imaginary path between her and the place she wants to go. She inwardly pushed herself toward the spot, never moving her feet. For about 3 solid minutes, Charlie and her just stay like that, her eyes squeezed shut. Huh, Shira says, Sophie? Sophie says, what? Magi Shirai? She teleported. I think she did it. I think she fucking did it. So how did I... but... I can explain, I swear. What, she came into a bedroom? What the fuck? She said, how did you get in here? She actually fucking did it. She said, I teleported. So into my bedroom? Ah, that's what I guess. She said, I think I might have overshot my target just a bit. Which side of the school is this on again? Cheryl says, Sophie, you know very well you aren't meant to use that type of magic. Sophie says, but you gave us the book. Cheryl says, for spells that bridge the gap between your current skills and more advanced magics. Not so you can jump right into skills far above your current abilities. Sophie says, but I succeeded, didn't I? Yeah, but you didn't know where you were going. That's the part. That's just it. So Shari ends up rolling her eyes like, okay, forget it. It's the book I've seen a lot throughout her life. You see, Shara says, I am hesitant to call this a success. You were lucky more than anything. Sophie says, you can say that again. She said, you have an appetite for pulling off spells that are quite dangerous, with only minor repercussions. Yeah, like turning yourself into a female. And you can't revert the spell for some fucking reason. Sophie says, is the detention a minor repercussion? She says, detention? She says, Shira says, you are either incredibly gifted or incredibly lucky. I'll admit that much. No more teleporting, Sophie. But this will be another secret for us to share. She gives Sophie a small, coy smile. Now, if you could let me change. Charlie says, what happened to you? I thought for sure you accidentally launched yourself into the sky or something. Sophie says, oh gods, it was worse. Sophie slumps down against the wall. Charlie says, what? Sophie says, I accidentally teleported right into Magi Shira's room. Well, how is that pronounced? Is it pronounced Magi or Magi? I gotta look that. Hold on. I gotta say that. Cause sometimes I say Magi, sometimes I say Magi. I gotta see how that's pronounced. All right, Google, do your thing. Let's see how this word is pronounced. I don't hear about no 3 wise men in the Bible. Come on, man. I'm trying to say that shit pronounced. What's the pronunciation at? It's pronounced Magi. Oh, I think it's pronounced Magi. Magi trials. Magi. How often did I say Magi trials? Wow, it's pronounced Magi. Magi, 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 Magi. Let me make sure. Magi. I think it's pronounced Magi. Let me see how. Let me see. Oh, I got to turn up the volume so I can hear it. Okay.
Magi.
It's Magi. 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 I've been saying Magi. I was saying Magi at first. It's Magi.
Magi. Magi.
Magi.
Magi.
Trials.
Magi.
Trials. That's the name of the game. Magi Trials. Maggie. Magi. Magi. Because it's a G in the fucking word. Magi. Magi. Oh my God. Oh man. Magi. Wow. Magi, 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 Magi. It's Magi, it's Magi, it's Magi, not Maggie. It's Magi, it's Magi, it's Magi, not Magi. Not Magi, it's not Magi, it's Magi. Why isn't there a J in it? I have no fucking idea. Magi. Magi. Oh boy. Man, I'm telling you. I'm just, oh. Okay. So she fucking actually teleported though. That was crazy. So Charlie says, "You didn't? Seriously? Was she in there?" Oh hell yeah, she was there. So it says, "Of course she was. You think the universe actually likes me enough to let me get away with something like that?" It's even worse. Charlie says, "How could it get worse? Was she with Magi? Was Mage Warren?" That's pronounced Mage. Okay, I don't know how to pronounce that. Magi. Let me stop. Did you collapse on top of her? So he says, "What? No, she was changing clothes." I wish I would have saw that part. Charlie starts laughing. Says, "Sophie the pervert." What did she say? Tell me everything. Says she hits me in the arm. She hits Sophie. I'm trying to read in third person. She hits Sophie in the arm until she recount every embarrassing second to Charlie, who devours her embarrassment like an emotional vampire. Charlie says, "You know, for as much as you worry about getting expelled, you're really not trying to avoid it." So Charlie says. Sophie says, "Because you suggested it. It became a game to find some questionably dangerous spell and see if Sophie would try it out." In Sophie's defense, she said no most of the time. So if Sophie learned anything at school so far, besides how to unintentionally set her own hair on fire, it's how to set limits for herself until she gets challenged. Then all bets are off. Our classroom courses remain steadily though. So it's like a teacher now, dressed like that. But Charlie says, when I agreed to training, you didn't tell me I was trading away every Saturday for the rest of my life. Y'all could take the weekends off. Shit, that's y'all shit. Y'all want to fucking turn on the weekends and shit. She says she needs a break from school. I bet you do. She pressed her face into the book until she takes a breath of dust and sneezes. Sophie sighs, resting her chin on her palm as she glances over at the upside down words. Sophie says, "I'm burnt out too, but we have to keep going." Charlie says, only if I get first pick on what to do. On what we do," she says. Yeah. She says she shrugs indifferently, and Sophie shrugs indifferently, and Charlie slowly thumbs through the heavy pages. Sophie thinks she's hoping she'll forget how to read so they don't have to do anything. Sophie watches the words drift past, one page at a time. She finally taps her chin A sure sign that she's found something devious. Sophie says, what's in store for me today? Controlling animals? Turning invisible? Changing my gender? Charlie said, pretty sure that's not possible. What you mean, changing your gender? If only if you knew. Oh, if only you knew, Charlie. Huh! Sophie's thinking to herself, you'd be surprised. I know! Sophie pulls out a piece of paper that's been tucked into the back pages of the book. Oh, it was Charlie that did that? Oh, okay. It was Charlie that did that. My bad. It's not Sophie. Sophie says, what's that, a note? I said, no. It looks like it was from another textbook or something. She squints down at it. She said, look how yellow it is. It must be pretty old, but you can still make out the writing. The paper slides towards Sophie under her palm. Oh no, Sophie says. No, I'm not getting involved in whatever that is. Random old ritual shoved into the back of textbooks. That's just asking for trouble. Says Sophie learned her lesson the first time. Shit. Charlie says, don't be so paranoid, Sophie. She said, what's the worst that could happen? She loving to ask that question in fucking film. Oh my god. Sophie's thinking, she's like, oh, I don't know. Maybe a dude could suddenly grow boobs and have a high-pitched voice and have to call himself Sophie for the rest of his life. See, at least Charlie wouldn't have to change her name. Exactly. She could still call herself Charlie, right? So I hear bad stuff can happen if you don't know what you're doing, Sophie says. Charlie says, I bet it's nothing. Someone's old homework assignment or something. Charlie pushes it toward Sophie, suddenly smirking. Just try it, Charlie says. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna say fine. I'm gonna try it. All right. Charlie says, "Ha! You didn't even put up a fight. You're curious too." Sophie glances down at the paper, trying to read through the instructions. She's thinking this looks complicated. Charlie says, it all looks complicated, just try it. Charlie says, what's the worst that could happen? Maybe you become a fucking dog instead. Or animal. That's the worst that can happen. You can't speak like a blue as bark and say, "Row, row, 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 row." I don't know. What's the worst that can happen, right, Charlie? So Charlie's gonna start. So Charlie's muttering the words under her brain, her breath rather, ignoring Charlie's criticisms of her technique. Sophie's wondering if Charlie thinks she knows better. Why doesn't she just do it herself? Oh, something's happening. Charlie says, I think you're doing it, Sophie. Shit, that would be encouraging if she had any idea what it is. For all Sophie knows, she's turning this table into an explosive. The light grows brighter, Sophie's magic beginning to fray as its limits are tested. So Sophie's giving everything she has, but it's just not enough. So Charlie starts mimicking Sophie's gestures and words. She gives Sophie a quick wink out of the corner of her eye as they lean over the paper, haphazardly performing a ritual together. They don't know what the fuck they did. Curiosity killed the cat, man, for a reason. The pink-colored light splits across the table in 2 circles, and then 2 similar circles appear within those. Wait a second. She says, "Are those?" It looks like something you. She looks like something you'd find on the wall of a middle school bathroom stall. And if I didn't know better. Wow! They summoned a fucking demon. Wow! That's a summoning spell. Wow, that's an old magic too, because paper's all fucking yellow and shit. So they summoned a demon. What the fuck is a summoning spell? What is that? Charlie lets out a yelp. Oh. She just appeared out of thin air. Charlie says, "Where did you come from?" The demon says, "From your naughtiest dreams, of course." And what can I do for the 2 of you? Sophie says, "What?" Demon says, "How many ways do I need to ask? How can I be of pleasure? Do you want me to be a cookie or the cream?" Charlie says, "Okay, Sophie, you did this, so this is definitely your problem." Oh my God. Sophie says, "You helped." The demon says, "Is that right?" The demon says, "So you're the one I should be calling master? Or do you prefer mistress?" The demon winks at Sophie, the color rising into Sophie's feel of color rising into her face. Sophie says, "Does she know?" She probably can sense that you are a male. Probably can. Said, "But how?" Yep, I think so. So who even is she? Demon says, "Cat got your tongue?" Aww. All right, I'll fight the cat for it. Wow, look at that. Sophie's like, "Oh my God." Her pink tongue glides along her teeth, a surprising strength, pinning Sophie down beneath her. Alarm bells ring in Sophie's head. System overload. Terminating all brain function. Charlie says, "Hey, get off her, you sleazy." Charlie emphasizes every word with a smack of the book we've been using. The woman ducking her head against it. Demon says, "Hey! Knock it off, brat. I'm trying to work here. Is she a succubus?" That's what it looks like. Suddenly, the answer pops into her brain, making her feel like... But suddenly, the answers pop into Sophie's brain, making her feel like an idiot for not realizing it sooner. Yeah, she's a succubus. Yep, you're a succubus. That's right, she's a succubus. Succubus demon says, "Ah, so you're not complicated idiots after all." I knew you had it in you. That and more. Charlie says, "I'm gonna be sick." So Succubus Demon says, "Oh, you're kind of running the mood. You're kind of ruining the mood here. You summoned me for a purpose, and I'm here to serve." She winks. God damn. I'd be afraid she's gonna fucking kill me if that was me. Succubus Demon says, "It's been a long time since I've gotten any lady action." Subtly isn't exactly your style, is it? But does it have the benefit of being in the flesh? Succubus Demon asks. She takes Charlie's hand. She takes Sophie's hands and guides them to her lips. Uh-oh. The demon says, "I'm all real and right here for the taking." Charlie just standing there. She's like, "Sophie, get up and help me put this demon back wherever she came from." The demon says, "You won't do that to me, will you? I see what you really want." She purrs. She leans in a little closer to Charlie. She presses her mouth against her ear in a breathly whisper. She says, "You won't turn me away. You won't take me back there without a little fun first." Succubus Demon says, "So what do you want me to do for you?" "You did summon me after all." She gave a breathly moan. "I'm at your beck and call." Yes, this game is definitely censored, of course, but it's not enough to turn me away from it. That was my thing when I heard about Street Fighter 5 being censored, Street Fighter 6 being censored. I was kind of shocked because there was so little of it. I didn't think it was censored or anything wrong with it. But yeah, I get why people wouldn't want to play it if they find out if it's a little bit censored, because it's fucking with the art. You know what I'm saying? It's fucking with the vision of the game. And it's understandable if you don't want to play it, even if it's like not that much. But that's my thing, though. As long as it's subtle or you barely see it, I can roll with it. You know what I'm saying? That's like my main thing against all this shit, like the politics in these games and shit. It's like it was subtle at first. That's why we barely paid attention to it in the past, because it's always been there in some form, you know. But now it's like all over the fucking place. It's like all just thrown at our face. It's like noticeable like a motherfucker. That's when it became a problem. I feel as long as they were subtle with this shit, or a few games had a woke agenda in it, you know what I'm saying? Then we probably we just wouldn't care that much, man. At least I wouldn't. But it's like every game that comes out has some form of it, and there's a lot of it in that game, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of censorship too, but so that's my thing. That's the thing. Okay, that's I've been saying the demon says I'm here at your beck and call. Charlie says, all right, this is some dime store novel trash, and I'm not having it. Demon says, what did you call me? Charlie says, I'm just saying, this is a little over the top? I get you're supposed to be a demon and everything, but you're coming on a little strong. The demon says, I won't be the only one. Charlie says, oh God, that's it. She reaches for the paper. How do we put it back? The demon says, hey, no! The demon snatches the paper away, crumpling it against her chest protectively. She says, I haven't even got to do anything yet. Sophie says, hang on a second, Charlie. I think we're moving a little fast here. Charlie says, we're the ones moving fast? The demon says, oh, so do I get any say in this? Charlie says, no. Sophie says, Charlie, she obviously has feelings. The demon says, oh, I most certainly do. So many feelings. Yeah, you got a lot of feelings, succubus demon. Feelings that I do admire in you, by the way. Oh, yeah. Charlie says, I'm going to be sick. The demon says, if you don't want me, you shouldn't have helped summon me. Charlie says, I didn't know what I was doing. Of course you didn't. That's why you didn't. That's why you wanted to fucking do it, because you didn't know what type of spell it was. Foolish. Sophie, help me get rid of this. Sophie says, shh. Charlie says, what? Click, click, click. What's that? Magi, Shira's signature approach. Oh, it's a click clacking of high heels. Charlie says, oh no. Sophie says, you have to hide. The demon gives Sophie a confused scowl as Magi Shira opens the door. I think am I mispronouncing Magi? Oh, I don't care at this point anymore. I just don't give a fuck. I don't care. Magi, I just don't care. I just don't fucking care. Oh. Magi Shira says, Sophie, Charlie, how goes the studying? Sophie doesn't know what to say. Shira's face thickens in confusion, eyes narrowing suspiciously. Is something the matter? The demon lets out a sultry laugh. Your faces. Wax loves. She saunters towards Magi Shira, who stares through her, still looking straight towards us. Nice to meet you. I'm Ari. She extends a hand, which goes completely unnoticed. Wait, you mean she can't see her? Ari says, oops, looks like she's not in the talkative mood. It's a pity she can't see me. That's what I thought. Just speak up, what's wrong? That's what Shira says. And Sophie says, nothing. We were taking a little break. So they can see her, but oh my God, that's crazy. Shira says, it is the weekend after all. You don't need to extend yourself so much. I brought some more books with the Master Mage's approval, in case you wanted to look through them. Ari peers over her shoulder. Looks boring. Ah! Says it's boring. Looks boring. Where's the romance? The erotica? Exactly. Ari, exactly. She says, Charles says, well, if everything is all right, I suppose I'll go. Charles says, yes, we're fine. Sophie says, goodbye. Too cheery. The Shira just blinks at us and leaves, shaking her head as she goes. Sophie feels like she's been underwater for 5 minutes, finally taking a deep breath. I would have died. I would have drowned in fucking 5 minutes. Can't hold my breath that long. Charlie says, she can't see you? Ari says, of course not, sweet thing. You summoned me, so you have exclusive rights to this eye candy. She says, I'm just for your viewing pleasure. Sophie slumps down into her chair with a heavy sigh. Charlie says, she can't stay, Sophie. Ari says, she's so mean. A real sadist, if you ask me. I can't be that way too. I could be that way too if that's what you're into. Sophie says, I'm not into anything. Ari says, oh, unexpected desire is my favorite. Sophie says, we do have a small problem. Charlie says, just a small one? Sophie says, I don't see a way here to unsummon her. It's just a summoning ritual. You think the way to unsummon her would be on the back of it or some shit? What the fuck? Why would they have the word? Why would they have the words of the summon, but they don't have the unsummon? What the fuck? Maybe you just repeat the thing all over again. She'll go back. I don't know. So Charlie looks over the paper like maybe it was written in invisible ink, but no. There's just no way. Sophie says, which one of us said what's the worst that could happen? Exactly. Which one was that, Charlie? Can you tell me, Charlie? Who was the one that said, what's the worst that can happen, Charlie? Who said that? Can you help me out here, Charlie? Charlie says, I'm not taking the heat for this. Sophie says, all things considered, it could have been worse, right? We could have summoned some powerful demon hell bent on destroying the school or something. But Eerie looks nice enough. I'm gonna pronounce it Eerie. Fuck it, man. I don't give a shit. Eerie says, oh, the sweet, innocent angle, huh? That's how you like to play? Oh, Senpai noticed me. Charlie says, that sounds so completely wrong with you looking like that. Eerie scratches the back of her head. All right. I'm not very good at that one. I'm working on it. Charlie sighs and she says, all my power was spent summoning her. There's no way I'm going to be able to keep practicing. I guess we might as well go to dinner. Charlie said, with that? Sophie says, no one said she had to come. Look at it this way. Maybe she can help us with our trial somehow. But Charlie's not listening. Instead, Charlie groans and storms out of the library. Oh, man. That's it. I'm done. Hour has passed. That's enough. Yeah, the Magi trials. The Magi. Is it Jai? The Magi trials? This is really a problem for me to fucking pronounce this word. It's really a problem. The Magi trials. It's not G. It's the Magi. Oh. Man, I'm telling you. So yeah, that's game, man. That's the stream. That's over. Whew. So with that being said, that's why Chromosome sign the fuck out. Peace and love. Good health to you all. Be safe out there. Peace. I'm out.